Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But
and it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Oh, better look out. Makes it past the marker. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now.
And it's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Looking to pass. It's Humphries. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back.
Each team has had a possession, and each team has made donations to the other defense. I mean, we talk about this all week of taking care of the football. Both offenses, a little bit out of rhythm, turning the football over. Got to do a better job of finding a way to maybe make some plays happen. Something to create a spark, somehow get your offense going.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the easy one to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Boone. Under fire. Hines is tight end. Breaks into the open. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Rides the back on the option to give. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. On the run, it's McDowell. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Snap it to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Moves it quickly on the left. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff to the lone back. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Boone. Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Pulls and fired complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Boone. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wants to throw again. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Burns. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Get it out on the screen. Inside the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Keeps looking downfield. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Boone. Quickly complete. Turning it on! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking for a man, it's Humphries. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability. The ability to take it to the house 100. Yards, but it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
So now it's second and long. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To throw, it's Boone. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And interesting, on third and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that third down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've fallen into a hole here and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Humphreys. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Texas.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Man, so many guys in position, play after play to get this guy on the ground, but Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They go to the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Immediately fires to the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw? We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Boone. Hauls it in. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Off play action. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ohio. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Scanning the field, it's Humphreys. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
That just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
It was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Boom. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee.